CBS presents this program in color. From Television City in Hollywood.
The Red Skelton Hour. You could be on your way to a Swiss chalet or to Amsterdam for some cheese. You could be flying over the cliffs of Dover or swimming the China seas. So you could swing in the ring back in old Madrid or take a chance on romance in Paris. We hope you go to our show and we're glad you did, because we knew it's where you ought to be. Our guest star, Tina Louise. Our special guest stars, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. David Rhodes and his orchestra. The Alan Copland Singers. The Tom Hanson Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel good tonight. Say, this week, I don't want to brag now, but I was given an offer by a big Hollywood studio to do a motion picture with Sophia Loren. Yeah. Sophia Loren, boy. Have you ever seen her in one of those low-cut gowns? Now you know why that tower leans. I asked one of those Italian actresses, I said, how come you've all got such gorgeous figures? She says, it's the diet. We have a garlic diet. We have garlic pizza, garlic lasagna, garlic mozzarella. You ever hear that? I said, no, but I'm getting wind of it. Those Italian girls, boy, they eat garlic, onions, and red peppers. That's the only country in the world where you can kiss a girl and have your sinus cleared up at the same time. You know what I like about Italian, too? Those little foreign cars. I drove one into a filling station. I said, give me 6 cents worth of gas. The guy says, you want me to massage the carburetor or put it in the tank? I drove down here tonight through the freeway, and boy, the traffic jam tonight. It was fun, though, watching the snails whiz by, you know. Hey, by the way, did you see that national health test they had on television? Well, they asked questions, boy, and I found out 2 things. One, that I'm not very healthy and I'm pretty stupid. My score was so low that Lyndon Johnson personally came over and burned my Medicare card. And the network learned something. CBS. Boy, I usually, you say that, boy, I'll wind up on ABC and never be seen again. They found out in this test, though, the CBS eye needed glasses. They found that out when it winked at Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Diller. That's Phyllis Diller's sister. Phyllis Diller, you know who that is, don't you? That's Jane Mansfield after taxes. And some of the questions they asked one about alcoholism. For instance, they said, what do you do for a horrible hangover? And my wife says, get a larger chair. Then they told about the birds and the bees. You know, I heard so much about the birds and bees, I lost interest in girls. And they say you got to get a lot of rest. You got to get a lot of rest. They say, go to bed with the chickens. I tried it, but I fell off the perch. And you know, it's a funny thing about age. They talked about the age, too. When you're 20 years old and a girl looks at you, you think it's because of your wavy hair. At 30 and a girl looks at you, you think it's because of your manly physique. At 40, when a girl looks at you, you think it's your distinguished manner. But at 50, when a girl looks at you, you check to see if your pants are ripped. They say at the age of 60, you have a tendency to slow down, and Cary Grant says a lot you know. And another question was about vaccinations. You know, with a woman's fashions nowadays, they said, where's the best place for a girl to be vaccinated so it won't show? And the answer was, swallow it. And another one says, you've got to have a lot of exercise, you know, to keep your waist down. Jackie Gleason's got his waist down now, down around his knees. And my father-in-law, he found out that he had a falling stomach. Of course, he didn't know it until he got up and tripped over trying to turn off the set. My father was a nice guy. I always thought he was sleepy, but I found out he had long eyelids. And, you know, and the doctors, it says, always see your doctor, regardless. But, you know, my doctor, a lot of doctors, they're the patients, they don't take very seriously. Like I said to my doctor, he looked at me and he says, if you're sick, I'm Elizabeth Taylor. I said, if you're Elizabeth Taylor, you're wasting your time as a doctor. You know, oh, I got one, Gertrude and Heathcliff, the two seagulls. He said, you know, I wish I had a bigger bill. I would become a stork and I would deliver babies and make a lot of money. And she says, no, storks deliver the babies. Doctors have the big bills. Hey, you know, but with all the medical science and all the things they've done with medicine and research, still some of the old-fashioned remedies are the best. So with that in mind, I'd like to do a little pantomime now of an old-fashioned remedy. A father trying to give a little boy some castor oil. The father and the little boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest star, Tina Louise and the Tom Hansen Dancers.
I've wined and dined on mulligan stew and never wished for turkey, as I hitched and hiked and drifted too from Maine to Albuquerque. Although I've met the upper set, my standing is uncertain. I was never at a big affair for Liz and Richard Burton, but social circles spin too fast for me. My hope Bohemia is the place to be. I get too hungry for dinner at 8. I love to travel by hopping a freight. I never bother with people I hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. Girls get massages, they cry and they moan. Tell Slenderella to leave me alone. I'm not so hot, but my shape is my own. That's why the lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in my hair, life without care. I'm broke, that's Can't stand the city, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp.
We never dress up down here by the tracks.
No need for shopping at Magnon's or Saks.
This number cost me $1 plus tax.
That's why the lady is a... She's got us willing to work for a while.
Her way of payment is cramping our style.
There's no such action on Gilligan's Isle.
That's why the lady is a...
Their taste for jazz has captured my soul. No rock and roll.
We're squares.
Who cares? I dig Sinatra. He still is the champ. That's why the lady is a tramp. Whenever life brings trouble to you, do what I do. Why wait? It's great. You'll always find me right here where I camp.
That's why the lady.
That's why the lady.
That's why the lady is a...
Tramp.
Now, a word from one of our sponsors, Breck. Tonight, Red Skelton as Clem Cadiddlehopper and Tina Louise as Daisy June in Be It Ever So Homely, There's No Face Like Clem.
Clem Cadiddlehopper! Doggone it, I sent that boy out over half an hour ago to get some firewood. How does he expect to keep his job as station master around here? He even let the fire go out. You know something? I should have let my fire go out before I met his mother.
Once I built a railroad, it was no fun. I
Clem, do you know where my head is?
Well, it must be on that end. This one's empty.
Clem,
Huh?
my ears are burning.
Maybe somebody's talking about you, Paul.
Clem, pull me out of here.
Okay, I'll pull you out. There. That's a silly place to hide your head.
Clem, dagnabbit, you almost smoked. Burned my tongue.
Oh, yeah. Well, what are you kicking about? Smoked tongue is delicious. Did I hear the whistle? Yeah, I heard it.
Now listen.
See, I know what time that train's coming along, you know.
You do now since that train is coming, you know what to do, don't you?
Sure, go out and lay some track.
Clem, the track is already there.
You want to bet?
Clem, now remember, you're supposed to sell things to the passengers.
Well, how can I? The train don't even stop here, not since they heard about me.
Clem, I've always wondered why a train goes,
Woo! Woo! You really want to know?
you wouldn't dare.
Well, if you had coal tracks underneath you, you'd go woo woo too.
Now, Clem, just a minute. You're not going to sell anything to them passengers unless you stop the train.
I'll stop the train. I'll stand out in the middle of the track with my hand up and yell, halt!
Now, Clem, you know what'll happen if that train hits you?
What?
Your head'll go that way, and your arms that way, and your legs that way.
Well, that's me all over, you know.
Oh!
That Clem, he's the greatest argument for family planning. One look at him, and you plan not to have any.
Who is the idiot who stopped the train by putting his hand up and standing on the track?
Well, I hate to take a bow for a thing like that, but it was my son, Clem.
Well, he has stopped the train of the great movie producer, Fritz Fligger. I have just paid $10 million for a perfectly written story, and I'm on my way to Hollywood to rewrite it.
I'd better go apologize to the engineer.
Yeah, you do that.
Well, my first customer. How about a sandwich or a candied apple? How about a magazine, a girly magazine? We got some nice pictures of astronauts in their underwear.
You stopped this train just to sell me something.
Sure.
When I get back to Hollywood, I tell you, you will never hear...
Darling Clem!
Good heavens, mixed company coming. Mixed company coming. Mixed company coming. Mixed company coming. Stay out there, mixed
Why are you doing this?
There's mixed company coming, and that's a mail train.
That's my train! My train is going...
Well, Daisy June, for heaven's sake, you shouldn't be looking at a thing like this with your bare eyes. I'll open it up so you can see your card.
Oh, Clem, darling, you could have had your head cut off.
Yep. Look, somebody's hand got cut off. What do you mean I could have got my head cut off?
Well, then I would have had nothing to kiss.
Oh, I don't know. Kissing ain't everything. We can get real sexy just holding hands, you know.
What's sexy about that?
With your mittens off?
Clem, darling, your lips were meant for me.
They were? Well, how come I was born with them? Say, would you care for an apple? That stuns the worm.
You are a moron.
And don't you forget it. It's hereditary. You see, my grandfather was an imbecile. And my father's an idiot, and I'm a moron.
And we're gonna get married and raise a lot of little nincompoops.
You know, I just don't get it. A beautiful girl in love with this ugly goof. Why?
Maybe she likes the way I eat apples.
I thought girls went for a handsome man. I thought girls went for the handsome men, like we put in our movies. Rock Hudson, Tony Curtis, Keith Brassel.
How come Godzilla was such a smash?
You know, I never thought of that. But then, of course, being a producer, I never think of anything.
We girls go for men like Clem. We like 'em tall, dark, and gruesome.
Never mind the commercial. Just soggy up the hand there.
Girls go for ugly guys.
Sure, if an ugly guy walks out on you, you're not losing so much.
That's it. Handsome is out, ugly is in. There'll be a new look in pictures.
Right, hideous.
For my next leading man, I shall sponsor a nationwide contest to find Mr. Ugly.
Oh, if you give points for stupidity, Clem's a cinch to win.
Just keep kissing there. When you wear that one out, I got another one over there. I learned this from Tom Jones.
Oh, Daisy June.
How come a pretty girl like you could fall in love with Clem?
His sincerity. He's not two-faced. If he was, he wouldn't be wearing that one.
Hey, there's something goofy coming up from the beach.
Oh, that must be Clem. Clem, what are you doing with that beach umbrella stuck in your stomach?
Groaning, what would you do?
Now, how could somebody stick an umbrella in your stomach?
Well, I buried myself in the sand. Apparently, I didn't dig deep enough.
Why did you ask someone to pull it out?
Well, to tell the truth, I was enjoying the shade.
Now, Clem, you're holding up the contest.
I thought I was holding the umbrella. Here, help me get it up. Will you? There. Oh! Say, that umbrella knows you.
What?
When you pull it out, it said pop.
And now, calling all finalists for the Mr. Ugly contest. It is about to begin.
Now remember, Clem,
Yes.
you're good, you're sweet, you're true, and you're hideous. Now get in there and win!
Don't worry, folks. I'll win this ugly contest with my back tied behind my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the famous movie producer Fritz Flicker.
I guess they must have seen his pictures.
It is my theory that the public is tired of good-looking faces. Beauty is out and ugly is in.
You know, Daisy June, if ugliness is in, Ma and me could be the new Liz and Dick.
The winner will go to Hollywood and star in my new production, Son of the Ugly American. And now for the three finalists.
Mr. Ugly, oh, Mother Nature was nasty to you. The way you look is utterly frightening, as if your features had been struck by lightning. And don't be mad if we close our eyes.
Here comes Clem, Pa!
Greater fame, Mr. Ugly, you've earned your name.
What'd you do, kill a cat?
Now then, our contestants must not only prove that they are homely, they must also prove to the judges' satisfaction that they have absolutely no talent. First, Harry Horrible. Let's see what you can do, Harry. Well, go on.
That's it. Boy, you're as good as Batman. He's gonna be tough to follow, boy.
Our next no-talent contestant, Gregory Eyesore.
I would now like to do my imitation of the Jolly Green Giant crossing the Atlantic Ocean.
What's the matter?
I don't know how to get back.
And now for our last no-talent contestant, Clem Cadiddlehopper.
Don't be shy, Clem. Don't be shy.
Oh, I can't help it. That fell on my face. I hope I didn't pretty it up any. There.
Now, what are you going to do, Clem?
Well, I'm going to play the world's smallest accordion. Accordion. It's a piece of lint. Wait a minute. There. The world's smallest.
Ooh, that's nice. It's made in Sherman Oaks.
That day, everybody went out and got their own writers. Somebody give me an A. How about a C? Will you give me an O? No! Great mystery of life, at last I found you. Oh, at last I found you. I thank you from the bottom of my accordion.
When you play the accordion, it just does something to me.
It does. We go through Pasadena, you know. Boy, there's something. With an outboard motor like that, you can't get off of Gilligan's Island.
Keep it up, little buddy.
Yes, you bet, little buddy. I'll do.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the final event in the Mr. Ugly contest, each competitor must prove that he has a face that can stop a clock.
To stop a clock. That's child's play. Why, back home where I come from, we used to stop sundials. What's this? You ain't... I didn't even look at it. Let John Cameron Swayze top that, boy.
And thank you very much, Mrs. Hovind. Well, look who we have over here. Congratulations, Daisy June.
Thank you.
Only one short year in motion pictures, and already your boyfriend, Clem Cadiddlehopper, is nominated for the coveted Irving Award. Tell us, of all of Clem's pictures, which was your favorite?
I liked him best in Goon with the Wind.
Marv! Thank you very much, Daisy June.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment the world has been waiting for. This year's Irving Awards. Well, that sounds like my star, Clem Cadiddlehopper. He's in good voice tonight.
What happened?
I just came from my latest box office smash. I just smashed my car into a box office. Here, that's yours. You find the rest of it, you can have it.
Clem, sit down. These awards are on TV. We'll be seen all over.
Well, you better sit down, because you got more to be seen all over than I. Here we are. Good heavens, these coats. I know why they make them so long. That's so in case you've got a rip in your pants, they won't think you're 50 years old.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, the first award for the outstanding performance of the year.
I won! I have a feeling I've won it!
Clem, you pulled everything off the table.
Well, if that ain't an outstanding performance, I don't know what is. Pardon me. I won it. I won it. This is certainly a surprise, folks.
You didn't win anything.
I didn't win?
You didn't win anything.
Well, that's a bigger surprise than I thought.
Clem, you're making a fool of yourself. Now sit down. Use your head.
Yeah. Sit down and use my head. For heaven's sake, I'm an actor, not a contortionist.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, here you are. Here you are. And the winner of the next award is,
It's inside the envelope,
The
Clem.
winner's inside? Must be Mickey Rooney. The winner of the next award is... The best drum roll of the year goes to Herman Klotz. That's me. There, Herman. Now take your drum and beat it. I have a feeling you shouldn't have done that, folks. He comes back.
Clem, how can you hold everything up?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Now, let's get to the big one.
The
for
big
the
one.
Outstanding performance of the year.
I'll rip this right up for heaven's sake. Here, help me, will you? Help me.
Clem, come back. Your dinner's paid for.
My drum! My drum! My beautiful, gorgeous drum! I They're all getting ready for the next year's awards, I think.
Use this, Clem.
Use that, all right there.
Just watch it, fella.
Well, let's see what this is. Ah, the winner, Clem Cadiddlehopper.
I won.
No, Clem, you won! That's you!
I won! I would like to thank all the miserable little people that made this possible. There's my director and my producer and the writers. And I would like to thank my father, who gave birth to me while my mother was on a 2-week vacation with his
Wait a minute, Clem. Do you realize what award you just won?
And here, Clem, to present you with your award is last year's winner in your category.
last year's winner in my category. Someday he's going to learn. It's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure to bring you the #1 musical group in America today, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. Herb, I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Gee, Red, thanks. That's
Yeah.
very kind of you to say.
I've been wanting to meet you because there's something I want to give you.
Oh, what's that?
A good punch in the nose.
For what?
Well, for keeping me awake at night. You see, my daughter Valentina plays all your record albums.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we played so loud, Red.
Oh, well, no, it's not your fault. You see, I'm a light sleeper.
Oh.
Gosh, I wake up when I hear Lawrence Welk's champagne bubbles pop.
I think I can fix that. I'll tell you what, I'll get you a bottle of Anacin.
Well, it's not a headache, you see. It's a loud noise.
No, that's what I mean. We'll take the cotton out of the Anacin bottle, and then we'll stuff it in your ears.
Is that why they put cotton in those bottles? Well, doggone. All these years I've been saving it, and just 2 more bottles, and I can carpet my bathroom.
Yeah. Anyway, Red, I'm really sorry we keep you awake, but I'm sure glad your daughter likes our music.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. I won't punch you in the nose if you let me have one of your latest albums.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fair. I'll tell you what, I have one in the dressing room, and I'll go get it.
Okay. All right.
Be right back.
I'm pretty smart, huh? I get more free albums this way. And then, oh, you
Here you
got
are, Red.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for the album. I
No,
sure.
that's $5.
You mean you're not going to give it to me?
No, the boys and I have a rule. We don't give out any free albums.
Well, you sure know how to hurt a fella.
How do you think we got the name Tijuana Brass?
I see about the brass, but where does the Tijuana come in?
Well, it's, Tijuana, buy it or not.
You made the right move there, but not quite enough. When you do a thing like that, always move so they can't hit you. Okay, I'll take it in there.
Okay.
There's your money.
Thanks, Red.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It'd have been cheaper if I punched him in the nose. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous music of Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
word from our alternate sponsor. And now, The Silent Spot, starring Red Skelton as the world's oldest secret agent. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our sponsors and staff, we sincerely hope that our entertainment and our products have brought happiness into your homes. So until next week, we'll say good night for now, and may God bless. Good night.
We've got to pack our grip and conclude our trip with an invitation to you to join a brand new version of this excursion as soon as the week is through. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, fare thee well, au revoir.
Mexican Shuffle, Tijuana Taxi, and Zorba the Greek were pre-recorded. This is Art Gilmore speaking.